evening, team. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes this evening answering a question that actually came in on the online forum of the members area of the running technique course that we run at Kinetic Revolution. Rather than try and answer it on a forum post, I thought it would be best to make a video to actually talk about one of the ankle mobility drills that we start to do, trying to unlock some of the midfoot, rear foot joints, which in some runners, not all runners, but in some runners, can get a little bit stiff, particularly the morning after a long run. So if you're running back-to-back days, it's a great little exercise just to warm things up. Think about a golfer. So think about the way in which you might take some practice swings, and again, my golf's terrible, so don't judge me on this, but you sometimes see golfers there taking practice swings using momentum of the arms, momentum of the upper body there, to actually start to drive rotation down through the whole chain. We're going to do the same thing, looking to drive rotation down through one leg, to actually start to, from top down, begin to push the foot and ankle into pronation, supination, pronation, supination. Holly, if you get a bit closer, we should be able to see, get a bit of a close-up on my foot. Sorry for those who have issues with feet. We should be able to see that pronation, supination. The foot rolls in, foot rolls out. As the foot rolls in, the tibia rolls in with it. As the foot rolls out, the tibia rolls out with it. So if I have my hand on the front of my shin, you can see that there's a roll that goes with that. And the action of pronation and supination, perfectly normal, perfectly, well, it's massively important when it comes to walking and running gait. Normally we should be landing a little bit supinated outside of the heel if we're heel striking, or if we're walking. From here, we'd roll in and pronate as the foot comes underneath us. It's all part of that shock absorbing mechanism. And then as the foot comes out into this terminal stance position, that's where we want to re-supinate the foot. And we re-supinate in part because of the way in which the other limb swings through and the pelvis swings through over the top. And we get this external rotation going on, although it's actually internal rotation because the pelvis coming over the top. This external rotation going on, driving this turn out of the tibia, this outward rotation, driving the foot into supination there. So we can use this mechanism in a calf stretch position. So I'll get up against the wall here, so Holly, to follow me in. Rather than our golfer making loads of practice swings here, we can actually use this leg as our practice swing leg. This leg is driving the momentum. So although it looks like a drill which is flopping the leg from one side to the other, it looks like almost we're starting to get a bit of a groin stretch. In fact, what we're doing is we're using this leg to power rotation down into my standing leg. So as I just gently go from one side to the other, and it's driving the leg across rather than just windscreen wipering, and letting the hips go, letting the pelvis go, you should be able to see the rotation of my lower leg. You should be able to see that foot, Holly, if you get a close up, that foot's going pronated, supinated, pronated, supinated, in weight bearing. Where some people get this wrong is they don't go enough into a stretch. So I start people off in a calf stretch position here. And then pronated, supinated, pronated, supinated. Don't go nuts with this leg, so you're not flinging it across. You're just gently creating momentum. Starting to unlock some of those joints in the midfoot, the rear foot. Again, some runners won't need this. Some runners have got loads of range of motion. If anything, too much range of motion, perhaps, around this whole rear foot, midfoot, the joints within. Other runners who perhaps get a little bit bogged down there really will benefit, particularly there after a long run, just loosening that foot up. Have a go with it, see how you get on. Cheers.